I believe, let me just make sure we're live here. I think we're live everywhere we need to be. Yeah, we are. All right, listen, folks. I've been under the weather for the last couple days. The craziest thing, it's been the craziest thing dealing with. So I apologize to my fans, my people, but I've just not been feeling it. So I'm not in the studio again tonight. I'm doing it from my phone. And I really want to do um Kamala Harris justice, to be honest with you. I've been talking about the fact that the Democratic Party needs to fucking get rid of Biden and not play games with the fact that everyone looks at him and we know he's old. And the other side seems to want to gaslight and tell us, hey, this is what he meant. They've got interpreters that understand what Trump has, what's saying. So for me, this is the best thing that could happen for the Democrats is getting rid of Biden. As I've said many times before, I'll vote for fucking placenta over Donald Trump. But what I really want to talk about more, which I'm not really equipped to do right now because I'm too foggy in the head, is the misogyny, the bullshit, all the craziness that's coming after Kamala Harris that no man would have to deal with. And so I'm not able to do it justice, but I mean, the misogynies of the insane. I mean, I have female friends that I haven't talked to for years that I didn't realize that follow me or listen to me saying, what the fuck, dude? This is crazy. All the men going crazy, all the women going crazy. More crazy than even when Barack Obama was the nominee. This is pulling out misogyny, deep misogyny. I watched a CNN interview. I think it was CNN. They were interviewing a bunch of Trump supporters and asking them whether they would vote for Kamala Harris. And one of the ladies actually said she's done nothing. And I'm thinking to myself, if that woman, if Kamala Harris was your daughter, and someone asked, "Oh, what's your daughter doing?" She says, "Oh, I'm the vice president of the United States." Would you think that person's not accomplished? Would you think that person's done nothing? So she comes into the race at a deficit to any man. Not only that, but she's also black, she's Asian. So for me, she represents fucking America. Like literally, she is the melting pot that we all talked about when we grew up, or we all learned about growing up. Was America was this melting pot, blah blah blah. And I remember thinking, what the fuck's a melting pot? What does that mean? Who came up with that? But really, if you look at Kamala Harris, I mean, this is even more than Barack Obama. She's got more races mixed together than Barack Obama. And I'm not saying, look, it doesn't matter for if you're a white guy or a white person, you're probably like, what the fuck's the big deal? But for an Asian American, this is huge. For a woman, this is huge. And to see the vitriol that comes out, I mean, not attacking policy. There are some folks that are attacking policy, but a lot of folks in the Republican Party are taking the tack that this is a DEI hire. This is the new pejorative word for affirmative action. Anytime a person of color or a woman is in a position that normally is a position that a white male should be in, then they like to say it's a DEI hire, which is diversity, inclusion, equity, and inclusion. So for me, as a black man, any job that I apply for right now, if I were to get a leadership role, a lot of people would say, oh, that's a DEI hire. So you can understand, as someone that's actually looking to get back into the corporate world again, I'm amazed at the fact that when I put my LinkedIn profile, if I put when I go to apply, if I put white, I usually get a call back. If I put black, nothing. I swear to God. So there's a lot of shit that goes on in the automation world or whatever that black people have to deal with. And now we have to deal with anytime we're in a position of power, we have a whole swath of people that are going to say, hey, that's just a DEI hire. There's no way there's not some more qualified white person for that job. This is mind blowing, but this is what Kamala Harris has to deal with right now. Just out of the gate, people are already saying she's not accomplished. She's not done anything. She's a brat. You got my Republican friends saying, oh, she was tough on crime and she was doing stuff for black people as if they fucking care. The only reason they're saying that is to divide. But one of the things I love about Kamala Harris is we have a prosecuting attorney, a former district attorney, a law enforcement, the law and order candidate happens to be coming from the Democratic side, is running against a convicted felon. I mean, what the fuck is going on, America? Republicans don't even see the irony. But this is going to be fantastic. And we really need this for America to have Kamala Harris, a black, Asian, mixed female, crush a convicted felon who represents everything about the white cis patriarchy that everyone hates. Literally epitomizes all the bad qualities of colonization, whiteness, everything. It's all wrapped up in Donald Trump. And so for me, I'm loving this matchup. I'm loving it. I don't care. I've said before I'll vote for placenta over Donald Trump, but to have Kamala Harris, this is fantastic. She's a great debater. She can sell the ideas. And but probably the best thing about it is Republicans are losing their fucking minds. They don't know how to attack her without looking like complete assholes. And so it's not a surprise, but the misogyny's coming out. You can see it on the left and the right. You can see a lot of people hating. It's the memes flying around about her and her blackness and her femaleness and her accomplishments, suggesting that she's done something sexual to get where she's at. Holy shit. Can you imagine? If this was your daughter and she accomplished all these things, she's vice president, all that anyone can say about her is, oh, she sucked dick to get there. This is what Republicans are putting out there. It's fucking insane. And so I usually, if somebody puts a comment on something that's stupid like that, I'll usually block. I don't even care if they're not on my page. If I see a comment that's so low like that, I'm thinking, what kind of interaction am I going to have with that person in the future? So fucking gone. So, but again, I'm not feeling so great. I'm a little foggy, so I don't want to stumble too bad and show that I'm, not just a superhuman that does this with perfection every time. That's bullshit. But the truth is, the topic I really want to get into is just to kind of dive into the natural hate that comes out from a woman, a black woman running, and the amount of people that are aligning with this craziness that she's done nothing. And I'm thinking, man, if that's my daughter, if that's somebody I know, and she's the vice president of the United States, that's a fucking accomplished person. How could you suggest this person's done nothing? There was a Tennessee congressman that said she was a DEI hire, essentially saying Biden picked her because of affirmative action. Then he went on to say that it's because of her mediocrity that she's going to be such a bad candidate. This is the party that has supported Donald Trump, who is just essentially a Gatling gun of scandals and done nothing but blabber while the Republicans kind of do cut backdoor deals. I mean, he's their guy. But to say that she's done nothing when she was the district attorney of California, she's got a litany of, she was a senator, she's done all kinds of things to establish her credentials opposite Donald Trump. But you see people attacking her sexuality, people attacking her fact that she doesn't have any children. I mean, this is an attack on the vice president that she has no children, therefore that's why she's probably not going to be a good vice president. Meanwhile, if she was a man, no one would give a fuck if she has a child or not. So again, I'm not going to go off tonight. I don't have my whiz bang studio, and I apologize that I'm still under the weather here. Give me some good energy. I will say good news is I think we're at 59 or 60 followers on YouTube. So that's fantastic. People are still following. My reach is growing. Even though I've had a rough week, things are good. So all is good on Smashing the Party front. We're really excited about the nominee. I'm a Elizabeth Warren fan, but I've always said you can go back, roll the tapes. Women are going to save us. I love to see a woman in power. I'd love to see Kamala Harris fucking wipe the debate floor with Donald Trump's ass. I'm excited about it. I'm going to fucking get behind it. I'm more excited about Kamala Harris than I was Joe Biden because of what she represents, because of representation is important. And I would love for her to break that glass ceiling so we could see more women in power. That's all I got for you tonight. For those of you that watch every night, for those of you that are online watching right now, thank you. It's the most people I've seen watch me live. So that's fantastic. Um, I don't usually have a lot of people that watch the stream live, But I'll be back. I'm hoping to be back tomorrow in the studio. There are some things in the works. There's a lot more things at play right now. I have a little bit more free time. So I'll be focusing on this a little bit more once I get through these health issues. But I want to just say thanks to everybody that's been supporting me. The blog's coming. I actually worked on it today. So we're going to get that back up and running. It's going to have all my old content plus the new content. You'll be able to subscribe and all that shit. So we're on fire. Everything's looking good except for this carcass I'm rolling around with. It's been some issues. We're going to get better. Send me your good energy, and I'll be back on the mic in short time. Thanks for watching. If you're bored and you really need a fix, go back and watch some of my old shit. Go back and watch the solution brainstorm. Go back and watch the JD Vance. Go back and watch the issue that I talked about, ranked voting. There's a lot of good issues that I'm gonna start promoting here soon. That if you're not getting your fix for tonight, you can go back and get an old fix. But thanks for checking in. I'm gonna get out of here. I will see you guys tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Peace. Make sure you share, like, and